The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams is a wildly imaginative science fiction adventure and a satire on human nature, technology, and the absurdity of life itself. First published in 1979, the novel begins a humorous and surreal journey that quickly transcends Earth's familiar landscapes, inviting readers into the vast, bizarre, and thoroughly confusing world of intergalactic hitchhiking. The book is the first in a 5-part trilogy and has captivated audiences with its wit, cleverness, and iconic characters. Packed with memorable phrases like "Don't panic" and "42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything," this novel explores the oddities of existence with both irreverence and depth. The story opens with Arthur Dent, a regular, slightly neurotic Englishman who is in the middle of a bad morning. Arthur wakes to find bulldozers at his front door, prepared to demolish his house to make way for a bypass. Distraught and baffled by this sudden upheaval, he lies down in front of the bulldozer, refusing to let them proceed. As he argues with the workers, his friend Ford Prefect arrives, insisting that Arthur has bigger concerns than his soon-to-be demolished house. Ford Prefect is not the typical human that Arthur believes him to be. He is, in fact, an alien from a small planet in the vicinity of Betelgeuse and a field researcher for a publication known as the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Ford informs Arthur that Earth is about to be destroyed to make way for a hyperspace bypass, a cosmic highway project approved by a bureaucratic galactic government. As the massive Vogon construction fleet looms in Earth's orbit, Ford drags a confused Arthur into an adventure that will lead them far beyond his now irrelevant home. With the help of his electronic thumb, a device that allows aliens and humans alike to hitch rides on passing spaceships, Ford manages to hitch a lift for himself and Arthur aboard the very ship that has come to destroy Earth. The ship belongs to the Vogons, a highly bureaucratic and unpleasant race of aliens known for their sadistic poetry. Vogon poetry is considered one of the worst in the universe, so much so that it's used as a form of torture. As Arthur tries to grasp what has happened, Ford explains some essential survival tips for hitchhiking in space and gives Arthur a copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, an electronic book with the words "Don't panic" written on the cover in large, comforting letters. Unfortunately, their joyride on the Vogon ship is short-lived. When they are caught, the Vogons subject them to a torturous poetry recital before unceremoniously ejecting them into space. Left floating in the vacuum, they are saved in the nick of time by the Heart of Gold, a sleek, technologically advanced spaceship with an unusual feature: the infinite improbability drive. This drive allows the ship to pass through every conceivable point in the universe by harnessing the improbability of various events, resulting in a series of bizarre, reality-bending experiences for those on board. Aboard the Heart of Gold, Arthur and Ford meet a host of peculiar characters. Chief among them is Zaphod Beeblebrox, Ford's semi-cousin and a two-headed, three-armed, flamboyant ex-president of the galaxy. Zaphod is a reckless, egotistical character with a penchant for making life exciting, often at the expense of logic or responsibility. He has stolen the Heart of Gold for reasons that even he cannot fully remember, due to tampering with his own brain. Accompanying him is Trillian, the ship's only other human occupant, whom Arthur vaguely remembers meeting at a party on Earth. Originally named Tricia McMillan, Trillian left Earth with Zaphod just before it was destroyed. Also aboard is Marvin the paranoid android, a perpetually depressed robot who provides a darkly comic perspective on life. Designed with a genuine people personality, Marvin is prone to existential despair and sarcastic observations about the futility of existence. Though he is a highly advanced robot, his depressive demeanor and low opinion of organic life make him one of the most memorable characters in the story. As the crew navigates through improbable scenarios, Zaphod reveals that he is on a quest to find the legendary planet of Magrathea. Magrathea, as Ford explains, is a planet that was once immensely wealthy due to its production of custom-made luxury planets for the galaxy's elite. According to legend, the planet's inhabitants went into hibernation to wait out an economic downturn, awaiting the day when their services would again be in demand. Most people believe that Magrathea is a myth, but Zaphod insists on finding it. Against all odds, they reach Magrathea, where they are greeted by the planet's automated defense system, which fires missiles at the heart of gold. Thanks to the infinite improbability drive, the missiles are improbably transformed into a bowl of petunias and a sperm whale, which plummet to the planet's surface. The whale's brief, existential musings as it hurtles toward its inevitable doom are a darkly funny aside, characteristic of Adams's absurdist humor. Upon landing, the crew splits up to explore. Arthur encounters a peculiar old man named Slardabart Fast, who explains that he was a planet designer responsible for the fjords of Norway. Slardabart Fast reveals that Magrathea has indeed been in hibernation, but has recently reawakened due to a new commission. Astonishingly, Arthur learns that this commission is for a new version of Earth, which was itself a product of Magrathean craftsmanship. Slardabart Fast takes Arthur to a special viewing room and unveils a monumental revelation. Earth was an elaborate supercomputer designed to find the ultimate question to life, the universe, and everything. Millions of years ago, a race of hyper-intelligent, pan-dimensional beings created a supercomputer named Deep Thought to calculate the answer to life, the universe, and everything. After 7.5 million years of computation, Deep Thought revealed the answer: 42. However, the beings then realized they did not know the actual question. To find it, they built Earth as a massive organic computer that would, over eons, uncover the question. Unfortunately, the program was interrupted when Earth was destroyed by the Vogons just 5 minutes before completion. Arthur is left grappling with the fact that his entire existence, and that of the human race, was merely part of a cosmic experiment. In a display of Adams's genius for dark humor, the ultimate question to existence remains tantalizingly unknown. Meanwhile, Zaphod, Ford, and Trillian face danger from the resurrected Magratheans. They are confronted by the two mice who have been living with Trillian as pets, but are, in fact, part of the hyper-intelligent beings who commissioned Earth's creation. The mice, eager to complete the experiment, plan to extract Arthur's brain, believing that it may contain fragments of the ultimate question. Thankfully, Arthur and his friends escape just in time, thwarting the mice's plan. In a final showdown, the Magratheans agree to let the crew go, and they return to the Heart of Gold. With no home planet to return to and no clear destination in mind, Arthur is left to contemplate the sheer strangeness of his new life as an intergalactic hitchhiker. His journey with Ford, Zaphod, Trillian, and Marvin is only beginning, and though he may never discover the purpose of life, the universe, and everything, he has learned to embrace the uncertainty. Adams's universe is one where meaning is arbitrary and answers are unsatisfyingly simple, as demonstrated by the infamous revelation that the answer to life, the universe, and everything is simply 42. The novel satirizes the human tendency to search for cosmic significance and ultimate answers, suggesting that existence may be inherently absurd, with no clear purpose beyond what individuals make of it. The Hitchhiker's Guide itself is a quirky and indispensable source of information, providing both practical tips and humorous commentary on the galaxy's oddities. In contrast, The Vogons represent the dangers of bureaucratic efficiency devoid of compassion. Adams lampoons both ends of the technological spectrum, portraying humanity's reliance on machines and the potential for technology to strip life of meaning and joy. Through characters like Marvin, who represents the bleakness of a life without agency or purpose, Adams explores existentialist themes. Marvin's extreme pessimism contrasts with Zaphod's impulsive, carefree attitude, raising questions about free will and determinism. Arthur, initially a passive character, learns to adapt and survive, embodying the novel's message that life's uncertainties should be met with curiosity and humor. Despite the vastness and loneliness of space, Arthur finds companionship with Ford, Trillian, and the eccentric crew of the Heart of Gold. Their bond is based on shared experiences, even as they bicker and confront dangers. Through their interactions, Adams celebrates the value of friendship in an otherwise indifferent universe. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a unique blend of science fiction, comedy, and philosophical satire, using absurd humor and existential reflection to question the nature of life itself. Arthur's journey from an ordinary Englishman to a reluctant intergalactic traveler reflects humanity's struggle to find meaning in an increasingly complex world. With unforgettable characters, surreal humor, and a storyline that veers in unexpected directions, Adams's novel remains a classic exploration of the absurdities and wonders of the universe. In the end, Arthur may not find the answers he seeks, but he learns to face the unknown with resilience, curiosity, and a sense of humor, a lesson that is perhaps the best any of us can hope for in an unpredictable universe.